So now with the microphone working, finally, we are at RMRRF 2025. We are going to talk about the brand new stuff that Recreator3D has. And behind me is Bill. And I think if you saw the other video from last year, you will recognize him, right? So Bill is going to talk all about the new products from Recreator3D.
So Josh designed the ReCreator 3D project, and it started out with the pultruder. We had the Mark V, which is where I started my my first one. It's built off of an old Ender 3 that you might have sitting around. It worked great, and then Josh went and redesigned it and made the Mark VI, which is a super small, compact, fully 3D printed frame filament puller. And you can see like everything in here is 3D printed, and it used to have 2020 aluminum extrusions, but now they're 3D printed as well. So the entire frame and gears and everything are 3D printed. The only parts it uses is a control board. This one happens to be the Creality version 1.1.4 8-bit control board. So you don't need any heavy, fancy new boards. If you replaced or upgraded your board, you've got one. One stepper motor, one hot end, heater cartridge thermistor, and one screen. That's it. Those are the only parts that it needs to create one. So if you've got an Ender 3 or another printer you've upgraded, you have all the parts you need to make one. And what we do is we take a soda bottle or a PET 1 bottle. You cut the bottom off. You run it through the community film bottle cutter, and you make this long ribbon. And then with the long ribbon, you take the end of it, if you can find it. There we go. You take the end of the ribbon, put it inside the hot end there. It'll come out where the nozzle is. You take a little pair of needle nose pliers, pinch it, and start heat up the nozzle to 210 degrees Celsius. Once it heats up, you can start pulling it through. And then there's little holes in the side of the drum here that you can feed the started filament through, and then it'll just slowly spool it up and pull your rest of your bundle through and make a spool of filament. Alrighty, so if you remember from last year, we had the Mark VI filament pultruder that was able to take soda bottles and make them into filament. This year, KB3D is now selling kits, so if you don't have a bunch of extra parts laying around, or you don't have an Ender 3 you want to cannibalize to make one of these, they're now selling a kit that you can get. So hit up KB3D or hit up our website. We'll take you to links to where they can be found. But based on the Mark VI, if you notice the base on it is now we're branching out and using that Mark VI base as a platform to start building other stuff. So one of the goals of, if you have an Ender 3, we're trying to figure out different ways to use as much of that Ender 3 to make different new useful machines or parts or stuff for you out of one Ender 3. So what we came up with is the RAMs, we're calling it, the ReCreator3D Automatic Material System. And what it does is it basically one of the biggest complaints with making soda bottle filament is that it's limited in length. So people, if they don't have a run out sensor, they have to babysit their printer. What this will do is you can load up one bit of filament, it'll feed all the way into your extruder on your printer, and it's got a Ender 3 extruder here that just basically is pushing the filament through. It hits this Y pipe, and it'll sit and wait until the first bit of filament goes through, and then it'll feed it in behind it all the way through the Bowden tube to your printer. So that way you don't have to sit there and manually feed one through whenever it comes, you don't have to wait and pause it at just the right time. And as I mentioned, you can build one of the Mark VI pultruders, and you can build the automatic material feeder from one Ender 3 printer. We've been working and talking with Rob from Baby Belt Printers, the Princep, and he's got some great ideas about how we could add some automation to it to make it a little bit more smarter. So we're going to be working on that hopefully throughout the year. We've also got a sifter, continuing on using the Mark VI as a base. Josh has got a great design with the Mark VI base and the Mark VI pultruder. It's an awesome platform to just kind of slap a different tool head on top of, a different hat, if you will. So we got the pultruder, auto feeder, and now we've also got a sifter. So Josh has got an ArtB3D. He was able to get one, and he's recycling bamboo printer poop with the grinder that I showed off last year to make pellets. So yeah, here we got the grinder that just uses a router bit and a power drill, and the whole thing, you can build one for about 20 bucks. The files are on printables, free open source as always. And so you grind up all the little printer poops, and then you run them through this sifter, which is built on a Mark 6 base again. And this is just a simple control board from Amazon. It's like $20 to $25 US, USD. And all it does is just spin the motor. So you can drop those grinds in, and then it'll spin and sift out and make sure only 5mm little pellets get through, which is the right size for an Artme. And he printed a Captain ReCreator out of all of his recycled printer poop that he's got. So you can kind of see the color transitions if you look pretty close at it. It's pretty neat. And this was designed by one of our Discord members, Blake. Like I said, he built off of the Mark 6 base, but he designed all of the top, the tool head, the spinner, the sifter, and all that stuff too. So we've got some great community members. Yeah, it sifts through, hits the chute, and comes right down. You can see my remnants from when I was sifting earlier. So yep, so that's all the stuff that we got new this year that's going on. And if you want to join and come join the shenanigans and have some great ideas on how to expand and build on how to recycle and do some fun stuff with your different plastics, come join us on the Discord, hit us up on our website. We'd love to have you part of the community.
Nice. So I will put the link in the description of this video, so people can check it out.
Absolutely.
And visit ReCreator3D.com and stay away from copies.